Welcome back to another 1.17 Let's Play episode. Last episode we built up this sugarcane farm here, and in between episodes I've slowly been working on getting sort of the roof done. What I'm going to be doing this episode is basically just cleaning up this area, so I'm planning on making a path come down to here, adding some details coming out of this building, hopefully finishing the whole building, and finally getting around to actually finishing my starter house. Because what I want to do is add some extra details onto the balloon part here. But first things first, while no one is online, I want to go do some pranks back to the people that have done this balloon monstrosity behind me. So I have decided that I'm going to keep it like this. So what we're going to do is head on over to Penguin's base and a little bit of a plan to do for him. And then we'll head on over to JSgamer's and do something else to his base. So what I need for this are some stone related blocks. We're going to do something with this building over here. So what we're going to do is swap out all of these for stone blocks. And we won't do the trapdoors though, because that will not be very helpful. There we go, we'll just switch all these out. Perfect, so now that's done, we can move on to the next block. Does this man not have a stone cutter anywhere? That was a full block, so we'll replace that with cobble. I need to make sure these are full blocks down here. Which they are. Okay, so they're all full blocks. This one is a full block. Then we need to make sure we put back everything how it is. Steer there, boom, slab. Okay, front half's done, now we just need to work on this half. What blocks are these? These are all stairs, okay. Oh, blocks. I need to make sure I get everything, because I don't want to be rats and lose stuff. Okay, now, what's going on here? So we've got block, block, block. Alright, so I just place that back, how it was, that's still there, perfect. So now we'll just put all his stuff that I did take out, we'll just put it in the barrel, and this is the whole thing done. Oh, there's a creeper right there. Okay, I should be safe up here. Either way, that's what his new boat looks like. It looks very stony. I'm gonna get myself a sign. Actually, I'm gonna sleep first. This is hella dangerous here. Oh. So we'll just shove it here and we'll go. So all I'll say is I thought your boat might burn down. Wild spade. Hold on, something doesn't look right here. What if I forgot? Oh, we need another layer of blocks. Okay, there we go. Now it's perfect. I'm sure he'll find out where his items are. Okay, moving on. Now we need to go prank JSgamer, so we'll quickly go on over to his base and prank him a bit. Okay, here we are at JSgamer's base, and this prank is going to involve a little bit of water. So what I'm going to do is just place a little bit of water in here. I need to test something though. If I place that, oh, it does go through. Great. Hope that didn't destroy anything. Oh, it shouldn't. Hopefully. So what I need to do is come through, replace all of this with blocks, and then I'll have to place it again, so we'll just get to that now. So I don't want to be too mean, so all I'm going to do is up to this point here, fill it with water. I'm sure it should be fine. About torches, we can always get them later. See, if any of the people that I'm pranking need help to clean this up, I wouldn't mind helping them. Just because I'm a good sport like that. So I think we just need to fill in a few extra little holes here and there. Oh, I'm starting to drown. Let's get out of here. Oh, that is probably good enough. So we'll just put all of his torches in there. And then for this one, I also thought your house might burn down. Just to reference it so that Penguins and JSgamer have been pranked at the same time for the same prank. So if they need any help to clean things up, I can always just come and help them. So there's the two pranks that I wanted to get done. Oh, I need to put back the roof, don't I? There we go, now the roof's back on. Okay, so now we'll take down this. And we'll just leave that how it is. So you should have a nice surprise when they both get back. So now my plan is to finish off this building here, link it up to sort of the main pathway kind of thing that goes along here, and then completely finish my starter house. So first things first, I want to try and get the roof fully done. I think I've ran out of copper blocks, so what I'm just going to use is acacia. Oh, I've got 2 of them. Oh wait, no, I've got a few more. But I'm going to run out pretty quick. So I'll just head up there, place a bit more of the roof on, and then see what happens. So normally I would just do this with a time lapse, but because replay mod is down, or not released yet, that will not be happening. What will be happening is some, well, I talk while I build, and there we go, I've already run out again. Let's go farm some more acacia, and then we will get back to building that. Then we're going to go to the acacia biome, farm some trees, replant the saplings because I don't want to deforest everything, and then we should hopefully have enough. Quickest way for me to get to the acacia biome is to come through Farming Man OG's house, or base, which is currently an airport. I think he's just built a runway for now, and he's going to be working on like hangars and other stuff. So we'll just come on over to this biome and do some stuff. Why are the cats all the way out here? Is that normal for oak trees just to spawn in savanna biomes? You know, that should be enough for now. Let's hope that should be enough at least. Okay, we'll go back home. So we'll go build up our roof again with our just these because we don't have any copper blocks left. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's not fall off this time. So we'll hop off before we go over the edge. Okay, now we've got one side done, we can move on to the other side. Oh, of course I don't have any oak on me. The one time I need oak, I don't have it. I need to fill in this gap as well. Might as well add a few details on the side while I'm waiting for things to grow, the acacia trees to grow. Much better, much more detailed already. Now all I need to do is get a little bit more acacia wood to fill up that gap, and then that'll be the roof done. Then after that, we're just going to place down some mixture of stones and stony materials to connect this up and just make it fit in a little bit more. So the roof is all done now, and luckily I found a few more copper blocks that I had lying around my base, so I just added them up there, which makes it look a lot more textured. So now that most of the house is done, we've only got this little part here to go, which is where we'll have like a little ship connected. So I'll do that in a later episode. So what we're going to do now is basically just get rid of all this dirt, replace it with some cobblestone, and then texture it all and see how it fits. But first thing I need to do is possibly push back this. Just to be like that. Now we'll just come through and texture it a little bit. So we can just do some super basic texturing. Okay, now I'm going to add in some gravel. So I'll just take out a few blocks. I should probably get rid of this dirt layer behind this building. Now that I've sort of got this building connected up a little bit better, I want to try and add some like stuff to hide this a little bit. So on the other side I've got this furnace to try and hide it up, which does work. And I would normally use trapdoors, but since that's redstone up there, the trapdoors will just get flicked every time and it just won't look that good. So what I need to go get is some acacia logs, and we're going to make some pipes out of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come from here, and we're going to make it go like this. And then just to make it a bit bigger, we're going to add a second one. So we'll add it right here. Perfect, I can come through and add a little bit more detail later on if I need. But this gives off the right vibe because I want this town to feel sort of squished, but then also still spacious in some parts. So down here, it feels a bit cramped because the buildings are so close. And then down here, I've got the gears and the pipes coming down. So I'm just going for that sort of vibe. And now that we've built the... Ooh. Oh. I might need to light that up. I'll deal with that later. So now that's all built, we're gonna work on finishing this. So what I want to do here is just add some stuff to the balloon at the back, really. It won't be too fancy, so I'll just get to that right now. So what I'm going to do here at the back is basically just replicate exactly what I've done on the other sides. Exactly what I've done for the engines down there. But this one might just be a little bit bigger. So all I'm going to do to make this one a little bit bigger is just make these parts here a block longer. Actually no, wait, this one should be going down, yeah. Oh, I did it again. I need to get some feather falling. Because I feel like I might be falling quite a lot in the future. This one will go upright. Perfect. Which I think I've actually stuffed up, yeah. I'll add in cobwebs later. But let's see how that looks. Oh, perfect. Much better, okay. Yeah, it looks much better. Much cleaner. So I've decided that the turbine propeller thing on the back is basically the only thing that we can add onto the balloon. So now there's only one little detail that I want to add on. And then that will be the starter base mostly complete. Or completely complete, I think. All I'm going to do is come onto this side of the building here. And I'm just going to add that there. And then we're going to build up with some deep slate walls. So we'll place a campfire here. Hate placing campfires, how it does that. And then we're going to do a bit of a double chimney kind of thing here. Okay, I'm actually quite low now, I don't want to die. Okay, that should make it look more steampunky sort of. Oh, also I added in the cobwebs. And that's basically the start house completely done. You can't really see the chimney from this angle. But I think if we move around here a little bit more, we should be able to see it, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Sort of looks a bit weird, but doesn't really matter. Steampunk's steampunk. So last thing that we're going to do for this episode is go on over and hide Inferno's pants somewhere. So he still hasn't found it from the last time. So this time I'm going to go put it in there, under a chest, in his base. So I'll get myself an item frame and go do that real quick. It still looks like a battlefield along here. Oh, I'll take that. The last episode we hid it in there, and what I've done in between episodes is just make it a bit deeper. But he didn't find that there, so now what we're going to come do is come around here and we're just going to hide it down here. Right there. So from the front, you can't notice it unless you're like looking in between the chests, but if he runs around the back, then he might see it. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move that there. Okay, let's see if he finds his pants again. And the last thing I want to do for this episode is check if the bookstore has made any more sales. Okay, so there's no new shops, which is sad, but let's see if we've made any stonks. Nope. We have made 0 money. I think the bookstore might be out of use now. We can repurpose this for something if we need. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this episode. It was a very productive one today. We've got everything tidied up and finished. So next episode we can start a new building, and it's either going to be a storage building where I can store all my blocks so I don't have like whatever this is behind me, or a creeper farm to supply me with gunpowder for the fireworks. We've already got the paper needed from the sugarcane farm over there, so the creeper farm should be very handy, and I could possibly even make a shop out of it. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.